of years, there's a very clear convergence of different factors that have been happening in our country. I call it the perfect storm or trifecta. The first thing that has happened is really the rise of the younger generation called Generation Y, which are people in their 20s today. And Generation Y is significantly different from the previous generations in many different ways. One of the ways they are very different from previous generation is because their ability to give opinions no matter what. Whether they're being asked for it or not, they will always want to give their opinion. When you take this desire to be different and have an outlet to voice those opinions, and you add that to the rise of technology and the adoption of technology we're seeing today, we have new online and technological tools that simply were not available before. And when finally you add in the last year and a half the effect of the recession, where for the company that do hire, it's even more important to hire the right person, then you basically come to that trifecta I was talking about, which is you really have to empower and have people using those tools to be successful in 2010. The way Facebook is being used today is very different from the way Facebook was used about a couple of years ago, because the early adopters of Facebook are not using it the same way that the majority of Americans are using it today. As you may know, in the last 9 months, more people over 30 years old are signing up and create a new account on Facebook than people under 30 years old. So if you believe still today that Facebook is a tool exclusively for the under 25 crowd, then that's not going to happen anymore. As a matter of fact, there's many people under 25 that are not using Facebook anymore and moving to alternate social networking just because it's becoming saturated. That being said, there's a lot of actions on Facebook, and we'll be talking at length about that. However, the reality of today is that 65% of employers are screening people online. What's interesting about that statistic is that employers are doing that at the very end of the process. AKA, we're about to extend an offer of employment to someone, and then we look for their profile online. The smarter employers are actually doing that as part of the process from the very beginning, because you can tell a lot, especially for young graduates. You can tell a lot about their ability to work for your company down the line based on the profile they have online today. There's very clear differences in the age group. Boomers and late Gen Xers, which are people over 35, do not behave online and do not leave the same kind of a trail as people under 25 or even people up to 28. What's interesting is that obviously, based on the different generations, more and more people that are younger are actually hitting the workplace now. So what used to be a minor issue 5 to 6 years ago now is really starting to be more mainstream. So what the future holds is difficult to say, but the idea that the online activities are going to be something that is going to be used more and more, and that will be able to track pretty much everything from the moment somebody gets born, really all the way to the end of their life, is really something that's going to stay more and more.